St. Xavier University commencement ceremony for the Graham School of Management and the School of Nursing and Health Sciences. Today we celebrate, woo woo, yes! I'm so excited by you, crowd. Today we celebrate the achievement of our graduates, our honorary degree recipients, and all of you gathered here. We have supported our graduates throughout their course of study and their lives. Our commencement ceremony is about to begin. At this time, we ask that you please silence all cell phones. I'm going to give you a second to silence those cell phones. Oh, I hear one ringing. Very good. Please turn your attention to the entrance of the Shannon Center for the Processional, which will be led by the Grand Marshal and Faculty Senate Vice President, Dr. Michael O'Keefe. Dr. O'Keefe will carry the university mace, the symbol of academic authority. A description of the mace, as well as the tradition and meaning of academic regalia and colors, are described in your commencement program. Are we ready? We are so ready. Let the commencement begin. Good morning y muy buenos días.
Please, everyone be seated. I am Dr. Amanda Lopez, Associate Professor of History, Chair of History and Political Science, and President of the Faculty Senate. We celebrate this commencement in the spirit of more than 175 years of continuous academic excellence, social concern, and community service at St. Xavier University, an institution rooted in the Catholic tradition and the heritage of the Sisters of Mercy. On behalf of the SXU Board of Trustees, President Lori M. Joyner, the faculty, staff, and students, and the entire university community, I welcome all of you. Bienvenidos. Dr. Jenny DeVivo, Executive Director of Mission and Heritage, will now lead us in the invocation. Immediately following the invocation, the University Chamber Singers will lead us in the Shushape of Catherine McCauley and the national anthem. By virtue of an act of Congress, all veterans of the military, including those not in uniform, have been granted the privilege to salute the flag. I invite everyone to please stand for the invocation, Shushape, and the national anthem.
Let us pray. Great and awesome God, you gift us in so many ways. You have blessed these graduates with abundant talents which have been nurtured here at St. Xavier. This morning, we humbly ask that you would accompany them as they go out from here to make their mark on a world in desperate need. Send your Spirit upon them to be their helper and guide. Fill them with all the Spirit's gifts of wisdom, understanding, right judgment, courage, knowledge, reverence, wonder, and awe. Help them to know your hope and desire that they be the ones who bring the world that is into greater harmony with the world you intend. Make them advocates for justice, unafraid to address all that diminishes the human person, intent on making this wounded world more wonderful. Loving God, help each of these graduates to know how loved they are by you, that you hold them in the palm of your hand. May they never doubt your care for them, like a mother cares for her child. Joyful God, may these graduates experience satisfaction and fulfillment in living out what they have learned at St. Xavier, that life is not about me, but what I can do for others. This is our prayer in your name. Amen.
My God, I am yours for time and eternity. Lord, I am yours forever. It's you that must teach me to trust in your providence, loving Lord. I am yours, God, I put my faith in you. Take up my heart, my head, falling giant.
Please, everyone be seated. It is now my pleasure to introduce you to the 20th President of St. Xavier University, Lori M. Joyner.
Welcome to the 2022 Commencement exercises, which honors the accomplishments of our graduating classes from the Graham School of Management and the School of Nursing and Health Sciences. I am pleased to celebrate our graduates in person as a community. Yes. I share our collective gratitude for the families and loved ones with us today. The support you have provided to these graduates has allowed them to flourish and has helped them reach this incredible moment. I would also like to extend a special greeting to all the mothers here with us today, in person and in spirit. What a great way to celebrate Mother's Day weekend. Graduates, I'd like for you to take a moment and stand, please. I'd like for you to turn to those who have accompanied you on this incredible journey and thank them for their support. You may be seated. I am pleased to have representatives of the St. Xavier University Board of Trustees with us, including our board chair, Dr. Patricia Morris, and trustees Tom Hutchinson, Chuck Newman, and Luis Nunez. Also seated behind me are members of our senior leadership team, academic deans, faculty, and staff leadership. We are all passionate about St. Xavier's inspiring mission and commitment to student success, and we are indebted to our incredible faculty, staff, and alumni network for their many contributions to our community. At SXU, we strive for excellence in all that we do in order to prepare our graduates for active citizenship, responsible leadership, compassionate service, meaningful lives, and successful careers. Thanks to our collective hard work, St. Xavier remains a best value among universities in the Midwest and a top performer on social mobility according to U.S. News and World Report. In 2022, SXU was once again named a College of Distinction and a leader among Catholic institutions of higher education. SXU has secured more than $16 million in external grants oriented toward our students' success and has launched major initiatives to ensure students engage in transformative learning opportunities to help them succeed in their careers. Each one of you are proud heirs to the noble tradition of mercy that views your education as a foundation to inform your service, your leadership, and efforts to produce positive social change for the benefit of others. This is an essential part of what it means to be mercy educated. And the true measure of our success at St. Xavier is who our graduates become and what they go on to do. You are set apart by your unwavering dedication to meaningful action and your drive to create a more just, compassionate, and equitable world in the spirit of mercy. We look forward to all the great things that you will do in the coming years and encourage you to stay connected so that we can support and continue to celebrate you moving forward. Thank you for being part of the St. Xavier story, and my very best wishes to you always. At this time, I welcome Kateri Golbew, Director of Campus Ministry, who will introduce our student speaker.
I am delighted to introduce you to Ms. Marcela Herrera Mariona, who will speak on behalf of our graduates. Marcela Herrera Mariona is a nursing major with minors in both gerontology and Spanish. Marcela is a Schmidt Scholar and Sigma Theta Tau Nursing Honors Society member. During her time at SXU, she has served as a peer minister, orientation leader, and resident assistant. Recently, at the 2022 SXU Research Expo, she won a recognition award for her research with Dr. Mary Tyberg on the effects and benefits of music therapy in patients with dementia. As she now graduates with her nursing degree, she aspires to be a pediatric nurse with the ultimate goal of traveling as a missionary nurse to serve those in need. Please join me in welcoming Marcy to the stage.
Thank you, Kateri. President Dr. Lori Joyner, Board of Trustees, fellow graduates, faculty, staff, family, and friends. I am humbled and honored to speak on behalf of the graduating class here at St. Xavier University in front of all of you this morning. I want to first start off by thanking everyone who played a vital role in the lives of our graduates today. You have stood by our side through our successes and failures, the good and bad days, and continued to have faith in us, even when we lacked faith in ourselves. And for that, we are forever grateful. It goes without saying that the past couple of years have been filled with troubling and unprecedented times, where many of us have faced difficult circumstances. Across our SXU community, students, staff, faculty, and families have experienced food insecurities, housing instabilities, financial uncertainties, and so much more. Some may have even faced the worst trial of all, losing a loved one. To those who have struggled, I see you and what you have overcome. I am so proud to see you standing here today. You have overcome the unthinkable, and it has led to where you are right now and has made you stronger individuals. If I could name our graduating class, I would call us resilience. Through all of the Zoom classes, social distancing, online learning, and so much more, we followed through and kept our eyes on the greater picture of working hard and obtaining our degrees. Despite the pandemic taking too much from us, I am so glad we did not allow it to take away this moment. As we stand here today, I am more than thankful to God and St. Xavier University for allowing us to gather here today in celebration. St. Xavier University has ingrained into our lives the mission, heritage, and legacy of the Sisters of Mercy. Now, we can mirror these values in our own lives. The Sisters of Mercy are advocates for immigration, earth, anti-racism, nonviolence, and women. As we step into the world, we will continue to carry these values and their legacy with us. Within our own respective capacities and jobs, we will fulfill our call to action in service and compassion to our communities. As St. Xavier alumni, we have been prepared with our education to help, care for, and support one another. As a nursing major, I recognize that our education has prepared us to critically think, respond, and prioritize the lives of our patients and care for them all equally. Each of us will respond to SXU's Calling All Doers in our own unique way through our own God-given talents and gifts. Thank you to our Sisters of Mercy and Mercy Heritage for instilling in us our love and kindness for our world and all people. Each of us here today has a special purpose to fulfill in this new chapter in our lives. Little did we know that when we chose St. Xavier University, whether as a first year, transfer, or graduate student, that it would change the course of our lives forever. As a first-generation Hispanic student, I have seen how one moment, one decision, both big and small, has the potential to change our lives forever, whether we may know it or not. I am standing here today because of the choices my parents made as they manifested their dreams to immigrate and become citizens of the United States, and all the hard work they have done for their family. To my parents, you two are my best friends and my greatest inspirations. With you, I have been able to achieve all things, and this day is dedicated to you. To each first-generation family and student, thank you for starting and continuing a legacy. May many more follow in your steps of hard work and passion. As I conclude today, I leave my graduating class with words of affirmation and hope for you in all of your future endeavors. You have earned this achievement. You are our future. You are our voice for change. You are a light, and the world will be a much better place because you are in it. Congratulations, class of 2022.
Woo. So I think, Marcy, that was wonderful. And I think Marcy spoke the words of so many of us who are first generation, who are so grateful to our parents for all the sacrifices. So I know you speak for many of us. Thank you very, very much. It is a unique privilege for institutions of higher learning to award honorary doctoral degrees at commencement. This morning, we are privileged to award an honorary degree to Mr. Andrew Holmes, a celebrated advocate for victims of gun violence, the homeless, and the elderly. I invite Andrew to join me at the podium. It is a singular honor and delight to introduce Mr. Andrew Holmes, a crisis responder, police liaison, and community activist who advocates for victims of gun violence. Since surviving a gunshot wound as a young man, Mr. Holmes has dedicated his life to ending gun violence in Chicago and beyond. Mr. Holmes provides multicultural services to family members of Chicago homicide victims as a crisis worker for the Chicago Survivors Organization. He also advocates for senior citizens and started Club 100 to celebrate the lives of area centenarians. He actively supports the homeless population and serves as a village trustee for the city of Dolton, Illinois. Mr. Holmes is the recipient of the 2011 Crime Stoppers Award and was recognized in 2014 by the Cook County Board of Commissioners for his work with the FBI and the Chicago Police Department in the recovery of young victims of kidnapping and human trafficking. In 2014, Mayor Emanuel declared February 26th Andrew Holmes Day in recognition of his incredible work. For this and other pertinent reasons, we are most pleased to confer on Mr. Andrew Holmes the degree Doctor of Public Service honoris causa with all the rights and privileges thereof, done in Chicago this 7th day of May 2022. We're going to move you over. It is my great pleasure to invite Mr. Holmes to deliver an address to our graduates.
Thank you. First, before I start, two things. Give all praises. You know, I had the opportunity to be a parent that sat in the seats to watch my daughter, Tamara Sword, wear her cap and gown twice. She's still here in spirit. And I had the opportunity to watch her daughter, my grandbaby, wear her cap and gown. And her mother was still in spirit with her when she graduated. So I just wanted to get that out the way because I know them tears was gonna come. But is there any former St. Xavier graduates here today? If so, I would like to ask you to stand. All the former graduates from St. Xavier, just stand. See, in saying that, you all never gave up and turned your back on St. Xavier. You came back, and you came back with a passion to show that home is home. And remember that, because that's what it takes. It takes a key, and you are the key to what's here today. You know, there's no big eyes and there's no little U's. I like to give back too. Because see, I'm a member of St. Xavier now. They give to me, I give to them. I would like the president to return up here, because she has no knowledge about this. It's Miss Mueller. I hope I pronounced her name right, because I don't want to get in no trouble. She's here, standing here, Miss Mueller? Come on up here too. all them phone calls I got from her, and them emails. See, it's about helping people. No matter what race, creed, or color you are, learn to love each other and give back. Because see, you never know that little key and what door it opens for you in the future. I would like to present St. Xavier with this plaque. To the parents that are here, grandparents, family members, you also stand up because you deserve a round of applause. Every parent that's in here, every guardian that's in here, stand up. Stand up and give yourself a round of applause. Stand up like you're at the auditorium, like you're at the stadium, that you're addressing the President of the United States. Just stand up and give yourself a part because you played a key role in what's we're sitting here looking at today. Because see, this didn't start today. This didn't start yesterday. This started years and years ago when you all was just kindergartens. Didn't know left from right, didn't know which way to go, but it took the parents and the grandparents to teach you and tell you which way to go. You can clap for them. Don't hold back. Clap for them. Don't hold it back. Because see, today we're talking about a key and a lock. Some of you would say, why a key and a lock? You already have that key. You have that key already. Years ago, when your parents, grandparents, guardians sending you off to school, some days you probably didn't want to go to school, but that key figure in your family was your mother and your father pushing you out there, walking you to school. Then all of a sudden you want to walk by yourself. But they were still around. You best believe they was watching you while you were walking to school. So I thank you and honor you for that, because the years have passed and you're looking at the learning ability and the teaching that came from you all as parents. You're looking at living legends right here today that's going to move forward and do what they have to do, not only to change their life, but to change this world. They're going to work with each other. They're going to love each other. It's a task, but you got through the biggest task of it all. COVID-19 and the pandemic didn't stop you because you're here today to graduate. Now I shall begin. Good morning, President of St. Xavier University, distinguished educators, deans, alumni, graduates, family, friends, and future class of St. Xavier University. It is my honor to stand here before you this morning as we experience together the culmination of hard work, discipline, determination to succeed today. This history and mission of St. Xavier drew each and every one of you to become part of SXU family, founded in 1846 on a Christian value base. A tradition of mercy, academic excellence, social concern, and community service. St. Xavier has been a pillar in this community that is still working in a different world. Now it's your turn to apply what you have learned here and become a different in this world. Thinking about these graduates. When I say thinking about these graduates, my question is, for whom have you gotten this far for? Yourself, hopefully your family, but maybe something more than just you and yours. But what you can do, you can tell them how you got here. You can show them how you got here. You can invite them to use their pieces of their key to unlock their future. And I'm going to say that again, to unlock their future. Go beyond just being a key holder, holding a key. Be a blessing to someone else that's coming behind you and someone else that's ahead of you. Let's look at the lock and let's look at the key. Every key is not designed for your lock. And I'm going to say it again. Every key is not designed for your lock, because each and every one of you have a lock. That lock and that key holds the dream to your destinies and your purpose. You don't have all the pieces to the key of your destiny yet. Along the way, you had a support system with many parts to your key, such as your family, your friends, your teacher, your pastor, your minister, your counselors. Remember, every key does not fit your lock. Your key is your key, and that's your key to life. The pieces of your key have many parts: preparation, mentally and physically, to endure the years of learning what you have put forward to your studies. You have to be mentally trained for what's expected. The hours in your lab classes, your English classes, biology, chemistry, business, just to name a few. Sometimes your hours may have ran into others and caused you to be physically exhausted. I'm going to say that again. Physically exhausted. Because I know a lot of you was in the class and you were exhausted. Your faith in your heart kept you going. Your teachers and your counselors kept you going. But as a scholar at St. Xavier University, you understood that the strongest part of this key was patience. Strongest part of this key was patience. In that you kept your dream, your ambitions, and your goals. I am not saying it was always easy, but you endured. This lock has been your unfilled destiny. It has always been there. A part of you are and what you are to accomplish in life. You have a glimpse of your dream, your goal, and your destiny. When some keys were used to open up the lock, keys like your internship, you have to have a key to go in and do your internship, paid and unpaid. The internship allows you to be a participant of your potential career in life. Remember, until you complete your required credit hours, the lock was not always open yet. Your determination, preservation, kept you moving forward to finally use your key. In using that key, your flight started at St. Xavier University when you first walked through that door to register. That plane that you entered and got on was the St. Xavier University plane. Many hours. Some classes you had to have 90 hours, maybe 120 hours. But when you started and you fulfilled that hour and you looked at that, I only got 1 hour and I got to do 120 hours for this credit. One class out of 90 hours. I just started 1 hour. Look how long that took you. But you got to think about it. You know, 747 jets, planes when you go to O'Hare, you get on that plane, and that planes take you to your destination. Everyone in life has a key. You open the key to get in your car. You open the key to the fob keys that they have now. You just touch and it just goes. You know, microwaves. People have microwaves nowadays. Some people got keys to push the button on that. But see, you can't push a button to get an education. You can't just push that button like you do a microwave. You heat your food up and cook. See, at St. Xavier, you got to come to class. You got to go in there. You got to study. You got to do these long hours, these long nights. You know, and like I said, during the part, maybe the pandemic, you probably was online doing your work. But you all stuck together. Life is not a push button, but it's about a key and it's about a lock. And you all had that key. Your supporting cast that was around you helped you with that key. Your teachers, your counselors, your presidents help you with that key. But see, the only way that that key was completed was the day, the 7th of May, when that plane came back to St. Xavier University. Your key was completed. Now you're about to get your degree. Stand up, give yourself a hand, give your family a hand, give this lovely staff and presidents a hand. I mean, stand up, everybody. Just stand up, because see, this is a glorious moment. And you give all praises to Christ that you have succeeded, that you have made this step to walk across this stage. When you was little, you graduated from kindergarten to 8th grade, from high school. Now you're graduating from this university, a pillar in this community. And parents, the same thing. Stand up and give these young people a hand, because see, we have lost so many people, not only in the state of Illinois, but in the county of Cook, across this United States. So many children have lost their lives and won't make it to go across this stage. But you give it to these individuals who's going to save lives. They're not going to take life, they're going to save life. So this is a masterpiece, and your key has been fulfilled. You have a dream to move forward. You have a dream to work together. You have a dream to come together. You are the president of your life. You are the ambassador of your life. You are the guiding light of your life. And those of you who have children, guess what? They're going to follow you. They're going to look forward to you. They're going to look for you to show them the footway to this stage. Hopefully, your loved ones, you show them this door to St. Xavier University where they can register, become students, become leaders, and just don't stop here with that key that you got that's completed here. Go and study more. Get every degree that you can get. Master degree, bachelor degree. Even if you have to make up a degree, make up one. Change the world. Make another set of keys. Because you see, they got the fob key when we have keys to open up the door. You have your key to set yourself straight in life. Don't look back. Look forward. But as the former students that graduated from here, do just as they did. Come back and help. God bless you. Thank you. And I love you.
Thank you, Mr. Holmes, and welcome to the SXU community. What inspiring words. Oh. Okay. Today is a very important and significant day for our graduates and their families who want to hear their loved ones' names as they are announced. So, please, everybody, hold your applause as well as your yells, whistles, gritos, and other noises Until all the names have been called, we want to hear Professor Cindy Grobmeyer's beautiful voice as she says your names, okay? We also request that all guests remain seated during the ceremony unless otherwise noted. So, candidates from the Graham School of Management will be presented by Dr. Indranil Ghosh, Director of the Graham School.
Thank you, Amanda, and thank you, Marcy. That was a wonderful speech. Will the undergraduate degree candidates from the Graham School of Management please stand? President Joyner and members of the Board of Trustees, on behalf of the faculty, I certify that the candidates before you have satisfactorily completed the prescribed degree studies for the Bachelor of Business Administration degree.
By the power vested in me by the Board of Trustees, I confer the Bachelor of Business Administration degree on these candidates with all the rights and privileges thereof.
Malak Abdul-Jabbar. Alejandro Aguinaga. Giselle Alvarado. Trevor J. Amir. Emile Ariza. Veronica Arredondo Hernandez. Daleen Arvizu. Eminet Tubawa. Brian J. Barron. Patrick C. Bernack. Agnes Bendokas. Christina Capello. Maurice Chambers. Nicholas Chapin. Diana Chakra, magna cum laude. Sebastiano Chacha, cum laude. Ryan Cecinas, cum laude. Dominic M. Klaus. Alejandro Corpus, cum laude. Sky Angel Cruz. Jacob E. Davies. Sean M. Deligan, cum laude. Alexa Diaz. Sean F. Doherty, summa cum laude. Sammy Elayan, cum laude. Mecca Falana. Hutton S. Flores. Isabella M. Flores. Trevor B. Fox. Alexandra Fragoso. Conrad A. Garbaz. John W. Garcia. Miguel A. Garcia. Jennifer Xavier Gonzalez. Victoria Gonzalez. Vicente Guerrero Jr. Jack Micah Halverson. Jacob M. Hardy, summa cum laude. Hannah Mae Hepner. Francisco Hernandez. Natalie Hernandez. Esmeralda Herrera. Tamia L. Hightower. Adele Hilson. Daje Monet Holmes, magna cum laude. Catherine Mary Hudo, summa cum laude. Joanna Howdigi. Kenya L. Jones. Tyler J. Koenig. Kelsey Ann Kalecki. Agatha Quack, magna cum laude. Raza Myra Ramaran Lacia, magna cum laude. Fabian Lopez. Maria A. Lopez Okshaw. Sydney Ann Lovich. Jacob D. Ludeman. Ismael Aiden Maldonado, magna cum laude. Omar E. Meza. Kyrie D. Mitchell. Andrea Y. Montalongo. Cullen D. Moonen, summa cum laude. Yared Munoz, cum laude. Fabian E. Ocampo. Kyra X. Othman, cum laude. Albert M. Palomino, Jr. Jacob Bradley Paolette, magna cum laude. Annette Michelle Pardina Lorenzana. Renwick L. Parham. Anthony Matthew Pfeiffer, cum laude. Claire M. Pitlick, cum laude. Melissa M. Petrowski, cum laude. Luis O. Quinones, summa cum laude. Carlos A. Robles. Jennifer L. Rodriguez, magna cum laude. Oscar A. Rodriguez. Caitlin Ann Ruley. Brianna F. Ruiz. Athena G. Shanahan, cum laude. Brendan C. Shanahan. Noor Shishane. Trevor M. Seifert. Colin J. Sleeman. Allison Elizabeth Smith. Madeline J. Spacel, magna cum laude. Matthew E. Suchka, cum laude. Mark Terrence T. Tolentino. Cassandra Torres. Maria Yvette Torres. Carly Elizabeth Tursich, magna cum laude. Marilee Ruby Uribe. Crystal A. Vargas. Viviana Vergara. Shelvick J. Webb Thomas. Hannah R. Westfall.
Congratulations, graduates. You may be seated. Will the graduate degree candidates from the Graham School of Management please stand? President Joyner and members of the Board of Trustees, on behalf of the faculty, I certify that the candidates before you have satisfactorily completed the prescribed degree studies for the Master of Business Administration and Master of Science degrees.
By the power vested in me by the Board of Trustees, I confer on these candidates the Master of Business Administration and Master of Science with all the rights and privileges thereof.
Sandy Batista. Tiffany A. Bell. Patrick K. Boleen. Chantel Denise Clinton. Brock Allen Crothers. Lena Diaz. Antonio Elijah Diaz Morales. Sarah Dudlow. Julie Helen Gardner. James Richard Garvin. Go ahead. Sarahi M. Gerardo. Marcia D. Huggins. Clarissa A. Jimenez. Delaney Lauren Kneep. Joshua Songjun Lee. Anthony M. Libergio. Giselle Satali Lopez. Jeffrey Bryant Mayberry Jr. Andrew R. McCoy. Tyler James Myers. Tambra J. Muhammad. Luke L. Apoko. Shastina Pack Hunt. Emily Ann Papias. Nusif S. Robbie. Mario Reyes Jr. Diaja Shavante Richard, sorry. Charmaine Michelle Rowland. Melissa Kristen Ryan. Sequita S. Shannon. Danielle M. Singleton. Marlena L. Spires. Mary Jo Starsinich. Andrew M. Thomas. Joseph J. Wathen. Thank you. Kayla Williams. Celine A. White. Benjamin L. Wishpa. Trisha L. Zabansky. Oscar E. Hernandez.
Thank you, everybody, for making all of us part of your life's journey. Now I invite the undergraduates from the Graham School of Management to stand with the graduate students for an important rite of passage associated with commencement. So please move the tassels on your caps from the right side to the left side. Graduates, by the symbolism of moving your tassels from one side to the other, you now cross over into full membership in the St. Xavier University National Alumni Association, a distinction of honor and accomplishment. Congratulations, graduates. You may be seated.
The candidates from the the candidates from the School of Nursing and Health Sciences will be presented by Dr. Charlene Bermeal, Interim Dean of the School of Nursing and Health Sciences.
Will the undergraduate degree candidates from the School of Nursing and Health Sciences please stand? President Joyner and members of the Board of Trustees, on behalf of the faculty, I certify that the candidates before you have satisfactorily completed the prescribed studies for the Bachelor of Arts, Bachelor of Science, and Bachelor of Science in Nursing degree.
By the power vested in me by the Board of Trustees, I confer on these candidates the Bachelor of Arts, Bachelor of Science, and Bachelor of Science in Nursing degrees with all the rights and privileges thereof.
Zaina J. Afana, summa cum laude. Francesca Aniceto, magna cum laude. Marianne May R. Blondo, summa cum laude. Sarah N. Carrillo, cum laude. Shannon G. Clancy, summa cum laude. Nicholas Kenneth Crow. Haley D. Devoki. Alexandra R. Fiermosca, summa cum laude. Cassandra Guerrero. Natalie Uresi Huerta, cum laude. Jillian I. Johnson, magna cum laude. Sydney E. Kent, cum laude. Veronica Kita, summa cum laude. Sarah J. Lenke, summa cum laude. Celeste Lopez. Alma Karina E. Manjares. Frankie Marie Manarino, magna cum laude. Kathleen C. McLaughlin, summa cum laude. Fernando Moreno. Madeline Matola. Andre Nicholson Sr. Giselle N. Pena. Kate Perez, cum laude. Amanda K. Polito, summa cum laude. Alina Darlene Sawyer, cum laude. Anahi Yanez, cum laude. Alida Yasmin Zergoza. Charles E. Campbell, Jr. Dylan Stephen Clemmer. Monica M. Colon. Christopher B. Delk. Nicholas K. Dombrowski, cum laude. Joshua D. Evans. Maya Fawcett. Jenna Marie Fox. Matthew Lawrence Skybe. Jatrell T. Irons. Talia Johnson. Jacob David Kepke. Brylan B. Matthews. Natalie Moreno. Colin C. Mullaney. Daniel S. Pestich. Shaham G. Rosdi. Zaveen Jihad Reese. Haley M. Samolis, cum laude. Ashley L. Scharnhorst. Bian T. Abu Salam, cum laude. Amber R. Anderson. Justin Keefe G. Arsenault. Amani C. Armstrong. Nicole Avila. Guillermo Bahena. Michaela Jaslyn Barbosa. Shannon R. Beisner. Renee Saul Benavides. Sarah C. Birmingham. Kiera Alexandra Bowes. Evelina Braja. Natalie M. Cabrera. Daisy Cahew. Victoria Carrion. Joseph M. Collins Jr. Emma C. Cook. Kara Ducklun. Alexa V. Diaz. Ashley A. Donovan, magna cum laude. Thomas F. Doyle. Alexandra Dragovic. Abigail Noemi Duarte. Brittany M. Edgeworth, summa cum laude. Yulisa Esquinza. Mia Nicole Finnegan, cum laude. Jack M. Francis. Kia T. Friend. Nalisa Frimpong. Angelica Philomena M. Garcia. Daisy Garcia, cum laude. Ximena Garcia. Jimena Garcia. Barbara Rose Gochi. Jackseni Godinez, magna cum laude. Alina Lydia Gonzalez. Megan Gonzalez, summa cum laude. Alexis Ann Guajardo. Annie Elaine Gust. Madison McKenna Harty. Carson Heflin, summa cum laude. Arlette A. Hernandez. Sabrina Sierra Hernandez, cum laude. Jasmine Marie Hernandez, magna cum laude. Salma Hernandez Contreras, cum laude. Marcela G. Herrera Mariona, summa cum laude. Sarah A. Huffman. Jake Anthony Lanantan. Sally M. Ishmael. Megan Marie John, magna cum laude. Yagna Johnny. Kathleen A. Janiga. Jasmine Alana Jean Simon. Haneen Juba, summa cum laude. Carly M. Kammerer, magna cum laude. Kaylin C. Kaufman. Alyssa Lene King, magna cum laude. Erica A. Klikka. Bridget A. Koss, summa cum laude. Janelle N. Kowalczyk. Jessica Cusper. Madeline C. Lance, cum laude. Lisa Marie Lascola, cum laude. Alana Lalich. Deanna L. Lofren, cum laude. Oscar Alexis Loyola. Michael A. Lukasik. Jenna Elizabeth Lynch, cum laude. Alexander Martinez. Mark A. Martinez. Janine Suel Matarea, cum laude. Sarah E. Matthews, cum laude. Yasmin M. Matthews, cum laude. Paige Elizabeth McGill, cum laude. Sarah V. Murrow, cum laude. Samantha Louise Moran, cum laude. Sabrina A. Perez. Angela M. McNamara, magna cum laude. Natalie A. Montiel, magna cum laude. Jacob S. Moran. Enrique Munoz, summa cum laude. Adamaris Navarrete. Nicole Ann C. Neri. Brian Thomas Nichak, cum laude. Liane Isabel Nieves, cum laude. Sarah Nori, summa cum laude. Lucas P. O'Donnell, magna cum laude. Liana I. Olivo, cum laude. Christina Olteen. Elisa Polikaska, cum laude. Daniel Perez. Miranda M. Perez. Caitlin M. Pajczynski, cum laude. Kimberly Preciado Camacho, cum laude. Kelly Ann Kwiatkowski, cum laude. Brianna Rose Quiroz. Jerome Matthew Radomski III. Sorry. Andrea Rangel, cum laude. Brianna Rodriguez. Jasmine Rodriguez Anaya, cum laude. Lizette Lynn Rodriguez, cum laude. Ricardo A. Rodriguez, Jr. Tony M. Rodriguez, cum laude. Gustavo A. Romero, cum laude. Sarah Saeed, cum laude. Joanna Siksa. Caitlin J. Solomon, summa cum laude. Claire Rose Stifter, cum laude.
Sarah Tariq. Montserrat Telez. Brandon Xavier Thomas. Arsencena Tirado, cum laude. Carissa Amaya Urbina, cum laude. Mary Kay Vanderkar, cum laude. Mary Kate Walczek, magna cum laude. Melissa Zacharias. Mackenzie M. Ward. Manar M. Yassin. Jean-Baptiste Tamateku. Ibiwami O. Joseph.
Congratulations, graduates. You may be seated. Will the graduate degree candidates from the School of Nursing and Health Sciences please stand? President Joyner and members of the Board of Trustees, on behalf of the faculty, I certify that the candidates before you have successfully completed the prescribed studies for the Master of Science and Master of Science in Nursing degree.
By the power vested in me by the Board of Trustees, I confer on these candidates the Master of Science and Master of Science in Nursing degrees with all the rights and privileges thereof.
Yasmin S. Abdallah. Saja Abdelmajid. Doa Fadi Abdo. Noor Al-Shrida. Zina S. Alawi. Saja Al-Najjar.
Shada K. Alkish. Sorry. Magdalena Bednars. Catherine Biziorik. Nicole Valentina Cardona. Irina V. Kalaros. Isabella M. Escobedo. Olivia Labasco. Sarah M. L. Holt. Andrea Horn. Colleen Grace Jennings. Olivia Rose Kneep. Madison L. LaRocca. Bridget Liebert. Danielle A. McKenna. Kara Marie Melvin. Samantha C. Pakula. Jory Elizabeth Pula. Abby Jo Snodgrass. Carolina C. Sobeski. Jenna Marie M. Tumang. Madeline A. Welter. Juan F. Aguirre. Greta Erin Anetzberger. Natalie Cusack. Kara Elizabeth Dixon. Kelly K. Dunn. Kayla Fasano. Sherry Foster. Evelyn M. Gall. Jasmine R. Jackson. Jinsey John. Mallory M. Lampasona. Heather Marie Lee. Megan K. McGuire. Lauren M. Picarillo. Sonia Jimenez Rivera. Tammy U. Roches. Alexis N. Rosa. Patricia Shamblin. Emily Wang.
I now invite the undergraduates from the School of Nursing and Health Sciences to stand with our graduate students. As an important rite of passage associated with commencement, please move the tassels on your caps from the right side to the left side. Graduates, by the symbolism of moving your tassels from one side to the other, you now cross over into full membership in the St. Xavier University National Alumni Association, a distinction of honor and accomplishment. Congratulations, graduates. You may be seated.
At this time, I would like to introduce Dr. Naveen Shabna. Dr. Shabna is an educator, diversity, inclusion, and equity specialist, keynote speaker, and published novelist from the Chicagoland area. Dr. Shabna has spent over 20 years dedicated to social justice initiatives in various sectors. She travels the country and conducts small and large-scale workshops, presentations, training sessions, and consultations for a variety of organizations, schools, companies, literary agencies, and private individuals on diversity, inclusion, and equity. She has a master's in arts from St. Xavier University and a PhD in literacy, language, and culture with a focus on diversity and inclusion from the University of Illinois. Dr. Shabna is honored to have been featured in the American Medina exhibit at the Chicago History Museum. Her published works include her novel, Secrets Under the Olive Tree, and children's book, Muhammad Salah, Get to Know the Soccer Superstar. Please welcome Dr. Naveen Shabna.
Thank you so much for the kind introduction. Good morning, graduates, families, and esteemed faculty. What an honor to be here as an SXU alumna to welcome our newest SXU alumni. Although your journey might have felt long, I promise to keep this speech short. The great Palestinian poet Mahmoud Darwish stated, "Without hope, we are lost." Hope is a word that is thrown around as if it's some intangible, ethereal feeling that has no substance or practicality. It's talked about as if it's some unlikely shot in the dark, some unassuming dart flung into the unknown abyss of tomorrow. But today, I want us to look at hope differently. Today, I want us to hold hope in the palms of our hands. If Mahmoud Darwish is right, that without hope, we are lost, then we must consider the ways in which with hope we are found and we are able to find. What do we find with hope? We find people such as yourselves who enlisted in programs, sought education, pushed through hardships and struggles to arrive at this moment in your lives. Despite times you may have doubted yourselves, times when you thought about quitting, moments when you questioned if this all would be worth it, here you are. Many of you worked full-time jobs, juggled families and children, sacrificed evenings and weekends to arrive at this moment. As you worked towards this goal, your days probably felt so long, but looking back, it's hard not to think how quickly the time has passed. And maybe your initial plan did not work out. Maybe plans A, B, C, D, even E might have fell by the wayside. Maybe the finish line looks different after life has thrown you a curveball or two or three, but you made it. This is hope. We find your family members, partners, and children sitting in this audience, beaming with the outcome of that hope, a tangible hope. It is a hope they will hug, congratulate, shed tears of joy for. It is a hope that will carry them on for years to come. It is a hope that is worth it all. Hope are your educators, the lovely people here at SXU, who, like so many universities around the country, had to contend with unprecedented times. They planned, organized, arranged, and rearranged numerous activities, classes, budgets, and made a lot of sacrifices. They have kept their doors open to not only students and families, but alumni like me. SXU is hope. And as a country, as a society, and as a world, we must never forget the power of hope. It is the single greatest and most dangerous thing to espouse. It threatens oppressive institutions, unjust laws, and tyrannical governments everywhere. They are afraid of our hope. They are afraid of what it can do. Hope is the work of revolutions. It is the fuel from which resistance movements draw from. Hope is the decider of change and the inquisitor of more knowledge. It is the work of peaceful protests. It is anti-racist. It is inclusive. It is equitable. It welcomes and nourishes life. Hope counters violence, destruction, oppression, and complacency. It demands more. It reaches higher. It is unwilling to settle or to be settled. It is at the core of our survival. Hope is the essence of living and being alive. I stand before you as someone who is a product of that same hope. My parents immigrated to this country with little money and little education. They left everything and everyone behind. But my parents strung a banner of hope from Palestine to Chicago, and I held on to that banner, and I let it guide me. I'm a first-generation college graduate, a first-generation PhD. A few weeks from now, I'll get to see my son graduate college. My daughter just completed her first year of college, and my youngest daughter and stepson will start high school in the fall. Hope is raising strong children. Hope is continuing to write and share my voice. Hope is doing what I love, striving to create a socially just, compassionate, and equitable world. Do not get me wrong. I do not talk about hope as a form of forced optimism in the face of struggle and hardship. Please do not go up to someone who is struggling and tell them to just have hope. That is like going up to a parent with a screaming child and telling them, just have patience. Sure, they need to have it, but they need some help getting there. Allow them to go ahead of you in the grocery line so they can get home faster, or offer them some words of encouragement. They do not need to be reminded of patience. They need help in order to muster patience. It is the same for hope. People argue that you cannot give someone hope, and that is true. But we can help one another. We can be at service. We can make someone's day a little less hard. We can be allies for social justice. We can provide moments of joy. And in that relief, in that slight opening of release, hope will surface. And today, this moment, this space, is a moment of joy. And I wish you nothing more than more moments, opportunities, spaces, and places to nourish and foster an everlasting hope in what is to come. Today, when you open your arms for prayer or embrace any of your loved ones, you are holding hope in your hands. Don't ever let it go. Thank you so much.
I invite Dr. Patricia A. Morris, Chair of the Board of Trustees and alumni from the class of 1983, to offer our prayer of benediction.
Today has been a momentous celebration of knowledge gained, exams passed, and degrees earned, of friendships formed, mentors established, and paths laid forward. Today you begin to reap the benefits of years of hard work as you face a bright future filled with wonder and hope. As you prepare to depart from this place, we pray that you will remember and live out the values instilled in your hearts here at St. Xavier. May you demonstrate respect in every interaction. knowing each person has dignity and potential. May you continue to strive for excellence while having the humility to accept and learn from setbacks. May you embrace diversity, recalling the value of varied stories, traditions, and perspectives. May you extend compassion to all those you encounter, true to the spirit of mercy you have known and witnessed. May you welcome others with gracious hospitality, knowing in the face of a stranger can be found the face of God. May you uphold integrity in your work and in your life, being true to the person you were created to be. May you put your knowledge into practice while never ceasing to find new ways to continue learning and growing. May you offer yourself always in the service of others, not counting the cost or seeking the reward. And through all of this, may God bless you and keep you. And may you know the constant care, presence, and mercy of the one who loves you to the ends of the earth. Amen.
Graduates, honored guests, faculty and staff of St. Xavier, we have come to the close of this ceremony and will soon leave to celebrate. Let's get to the good part. On behalf of President Joyner and the entire SXU community, you are invited to a reception in the Student Cafe Atrium and O'Malley Quad in the Ward Academic Center. Along the way, through the Smith-Morris Quad, you will find many photo opportunities with your family and friends. Now, to ensure our graduates and families have a safe and orderly exit, we request that all guests remain seated until the very last graduate has left the arena, please. Guests then may exit the building via the first floor and second floor doors behind the stage or out of the main entrances of the building. Public safety staff and student ambassadors will assist you to the nearest exit. Due to preparations for our second ceremony this afternoon, re-entry into the Shannon Center will not be permitted. We thank you in advance for your cooperation. Again, congratulations, enhorabuena to our graduates. Viva